Welcome to another episode of Talks with KG, where we keep it real and nothing else but real. And tonight we have here an extremely special guest. Now, as I always say, for the people that are following the show, a lot of people tell me, they say, KG is the right man to do the show. Because the people who know me personally know that I was a student at the game. And not just a student, but as a fan of the game. And when I say the game, I mean the local industry. Since I youth, I watching who doing this, who doing that, who making certain power moves, who not making certain power moves. I watching everything, and Millbeatz was definitely someone that I was looking up to from my youth. Looking at the ones who in the space, the producers, because I was always interested in Dr. Dre, the Puff Daddies, the men behind that, so I would always be interested in who doing it like that in Trinidad. And to see a young producer, back in them days I talking 2007, 2008, that was my introduction to the whole Millbeatz vibe. So tonight I have the pleasure to interview my bad brother, Millbeatz, David Millen.
Blessings, yes, big brother, all the time. Man. I call him big brother still.
Well, everything else go. You understand? People might feel maybe it's old, because you're in the game so long.
Yeah.
As a youth, as I say, I watching you from at least 10 years and more. More ain't?
Yeah, well, this is my 12th.
Yeah, in the industry professionally.
12 years, professionally.
Yeah, so as I say, I've been watching the vibes from them days, and I want the people and them to know the vibes same way,
Well, I had to start the interview and bless the interview, KG. As a man of the next shaking again, man. Because I really, as I told you before, admire what you're doing here, Something close to my heart, the industry of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, for sure.
And capturing that by itself, that is just an honor, to know that somebody, somebody captain that.
Yeah, I mean, you as a man always for the youths, for the industry. You used to put out a lot of effort, a lot of work, a lot of productions. Millbeatz was always one of them that, now boy, really push the envelope now. But before we reach there though, where Millbeatz start?
Well, boy, this Millbeatz name, I will always say, is destiny,
Right.
I mean, I started off nothing with music. I mean, I must say, I was always around music.
Right. What do you mean? Because your families do music?
Yeah, my family, big up my father,
Right.
He was always, since I was small, we was in church. He's a man very strict with our church scene now.
I mean, what are we here? I mean, I feel like what the generation lacking,
the spiritual side. But I mean, it benefit me in a lot of ways because I end up a very spiritual person. I am a spiritual person, and just being introduced to the whole church life and everything, I was introduced to a lot of choir practices and stuff because I'm the first of 6 children.
Right.
So, the toddler.
So you the first. So you're the eldest?
I'm the eldest and 6. Everybody right on that. So like my next sister, Patrice, big up Patrice Million, you might know her from Uncovered.
Of course.
She was 2 years under me, and then after is 1 year, and then we had Denise Million, the singer. Denise, she's our next year, and Daniel Million, and then Dominic, and then Dwayne. So being the first, I think KG, I get to experience a lot of trials and tribulations with my parents now. It wasn't always a nice, like to say, we live in Trinity now. We've been living in Trinity for how much ever years, but I was there with them since they were, I wouldn't say struggling, but still trying to make a survival.
Humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings now. And I spent time in Barataria where they started us off, and then Curep, me, and then we went to La Florissant, and then when my third sister came, then we moved to Trinity, So just being around that, I was able to be around them. My dad is a musician. He's a songwriter. He's a man writing in the church. He writes it in gospel songs,
So he was a musician in what aspect, as in
he was an artist. Yeah.
Who phone that ringing?
Mac.
Oh.
Mac ringing?
Yeah. Yes, we shall take it off.
Yeah, man, that's
Yeah, it's one thing, man. Let's say that.
Airplane mode I go on right now, but I still have to know what go on there.
Well, go on there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's one thing, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they say your dad was a musician.
My dad is a musician.
Yeah.
He writes certain songs, you know. Roman Catholic is the religion that we grew up in, and all his brothers, his brothers is musicians too. So like my uncle is a chapset player.
Also, there was musicians in the church.
In the church, his next brother is a singer. Next brother is a keyboardist. Next brother is a guitarist, and all of this now. So growing up within that vibes, I was just soaking it in, you know. And then my mom just by adoption, she ended up in the choir, shaking tambourine and percussions. So I always used to be in the church and just taking in the whole vibes and, you know, just absorbing it. And I've been real honest with the KG. When I reached secondary school, big up to Tranquility Government Secondary. I went Tranquil, in Port of Spain. That was a whole story by itself.
You must have stories there.
Yeah, after common entrance, I did the last common entrance.
Right.
Before I see it, I did the last common entrance. And Kamala, big up to, you know, Kamala, at the point in time, she had the placement system. So I didn't pass for Tranquility Government. When I got my results, I was one of the more disappointed kids in Amoy. I saw 5 Rivers Junior Sec.
Right.
So I was like, wow, but Junior Sec boy, it didn't really absorb everybody celebrating. And, you know, everybody celebrating as a man going home in tears.
Yeah.
You know? But my mother didn't take that light because my mother's a teacher. So she, behind the scenes, went and queried. I didn't know nothing, you know?
Right.
And when she went behind the scenes and stuff, she realized the mark that I got. What they gave her the results. It was affording my third choice now. Second or third choice. So she came back to me. I started 2 weeks in 5 Rivers Government Second. 5 Rivers Junior Sec. 2 weeks I went to school there, and then when she came with her results, she said, "What I want to do?" I said, "Well, of course I want to transfer." And she asked me, what I want to do is either curiosity or is either tranquility. Now
Curiosity or tranquil?
Yeah, that was second or third choice, right? That's
so she asked you what you want?
She asked me which one I want to do because ministry education got involved in the whole situation, right?
And you choose tranquil?
I said tranquil. Let me tell you why. KG, I went St. Joseph Boys RSC.
Yeah.
So I went to boys' school for, oh God, I said, boy, I want to just experience some kind of, you know, mingling with females and stuff. I went tranquil, bro.
Brother, big up Tranquil.
Big up Tranquil.
Tranquil breed real talent.
And I believe God knew what he was doing too, because going to Tranquility is the reason why I am how I am now. I mean, staying on the humble ground, staying on the ground, being able to understand how everything is work out within the, you know, different forms of society now, boy. I could be in a suit one day, I could go straight down on the ground the next day. You know, in Tranquil I learn a lot. I remember the first day in Tranquil, I meet a stray, but I mean the first day in Tranquil when I transfer from 5 Rivers. But a teacher get jack up on the
one time.
A teacher get jack up my first entrance into Tranquil. A teacher get jack up on the gate. Mr. Bridgman, I could call him name, you know. And stunners from the harp. He was in Form 5 and that happened, and I was like, what's going on in the school, boy? Is that different energy, boy?
I don't know,
When I reach home, you know that on TV6 News? I started to feel bad. I started studying. My mother might want me ready to go curiosity. But they embrace it now, you know? And within that whole vibes and tranquil, I was always the youth that always just aligned with the older heads. So I was blessed to have my neighbors on the next street. Which is, you know, Kevin and Blue and Rossi and all of them, these Coast Guards now. They was in Form 4, they were in Form 4, and I was in Form 1. So they were always looking out for me. I was the little youth man that they come on the Form 1 block and say, hey, don't mess with that youth man. You know? And all went tranquil about Old Trafford in them days. Old Trafford is the sweating grounds, you know? You used to go Old Trafford and in the Old Trafford, and I always inside there like So within that now, anybody think Millbeatz is David Million who went tranquil? They be shocking. Because
I mean everybody people who went
tranquil and they hear eyes Millbeatz. Up to this day this happened. Use Millbeatz. The shock because
why?
As a man always was involved in the sports now. I love football. It was for me back in that time, it was football or nothing. So I used to play, like, big up to my mom as well too, from since I was 6, 7. I used to train with Sky and then Trinity National, and I went to job Joe Public now.
Right.
And then his whole school life was football as well too now.
Right.
You know, so we were in the court sweating, and then big up to Bravo went tranquil too.
I'll show you.
Yeah, Crookshank went tranquil, Pollard went tranquil.
So you wasn't doing music in Tranquil?
But it's a duck class boy.
Yeah.
But I can say it's safe now, eh?
So it
Mom's
was
don't
not
thing,
that,
but,
so
you
it
know.
was not that music thing while you was going to school?
I used to do little music. From 1 to 3 that was mandatory. I had to do music. But I used to just be in and out.
What do you mean mandatory? Like, what do you mean? Like,
we had to do music. And from 1
in
to
school?
3. In school, yeah, in Tranquil.
No, I mean like you, like how you use Millbeatz, the producer today.
Nah, I was nowhere inside.
All.
I used to watch moms and them do it from a distance. Sometimes in church, I wouldn't lie, I good in my memory muscle. I used to be interested in the drums.
Right.
So I used to watch my uncle. And I used to say, pattern, he playing a little one shot. And when I see him missing, I used to run on the drums and play my little thing sometimes. And I get my little vibes off of that. In church, I used to play my little vibes, and then I was interested in the percussion chop set. You know, but other than that, it was just fun. Sometimes, like, all in going through like my little teens and thing, the keyboard used to interest me. I really love my chords. You see, chords and piano and emotions. So big up my little sister too, Denise Million. Always, my father always had a grand piano in the house. Yeah, he was one of them had a grand piano.
I always wanted to grow up in a house with a grand piano.
A grand piano.
I said, like, how that would I be?
When they touch them keys, bro.
Come on.
You know? So what I used to do now for fun.
So you passing this piano straight
right through
for years.
Coming
that
down,
piano that's there and you don't care about that.
It's coming down to the little ends now. Back in the days was real R&B and thing. We saw a little Usher and we had a little thing. I used to just do so and learn my little Mariah Carey and I used to think, and I used to go on YouTube and learn the little code. That's what I used to use YouTube for then. And I used to just play it, and that was therapy for me. Going about my business, football. Football. And I remember in Tranquil, Form 5, we had a opportunity playing intercol and playing different things to actually, national team was scouting. I went in the stadium, Stern John was there, and a few others, you know, and I get called up by come home excited by KG boy when I reach home. I say, Moms, I get called up, you know. They finish his CXC.
Serious?
Brother?
Don't buy me friends to do me that boy. So my mother do me something similar too.
Serious?
Yeah, I was captain of my school football side too, right?
Yeah.
And by them days I working hard to be a footballer, you know, like that's my dream basically.
But that was the dream, kid.
So I training hard, I running because I used to live Trinity them days too.
Okay.
So I running around Trinity and thing and getting my fitness up. And I was captain because the coach seeing that, you know, now boy, that man doing my thing. I'm fighting in school and thing, and she let me know.
You get in trouble.
Because I ain't doing my schoolwork. She would take me off the football team. And I tell myself, even as a youth, I tell him myself, that's not right, you know. I know the way to do it. You know? Like, I understand you want balance, you know, but you know that way.
I know you're saying for real. But it's a crush too, because remember, it's your dream, you see, don't see it, I don't see it.
Come on,
Rivaldo,
you
Ronaldo,
want to be a football
days,
star.
that, you know? And
you working towards that.
I really want to tweet my horn and thing, you know, but what I'm saying is, just the other day my neighbor come on the street here, you know, I used to come to your training just to watch you, know.
Yes.
I never thought you'd end up in music, but I used to come here training to watch you, know. And I just think back, you know, how it would have been in that way. But destiny is destiny, I will never regret music. You know,
but it'll still hurt you like
you just wonder,
like you just wonder now, like wait, but if I read good on that football,
what would that take place?
Maybe I can win a Champions League.
For real?
Yeah.
So boy, KG boy back then, I get crushed with that. I finished my CXC, I focus on my CXC, you know. I seen in Tranquil again. Sometimes we used to war them cricketers in the Bravo. Then we just smile and laugh and thing. And the Bravo was he was older than me, like about 3 years older. But sometimes them fellas and them how it was, the football, the basketball court was the football sweat. And the cricket field now was right there. So them fellas and them batting cork ball and the duck and thing, boy. You know, cork ball thing.
Yeah, coasting on that.
Yeah, we coasting on that was that one more. Keep that in all in that now, boy.
Yeah,
little did I know. And Bravo, Paula, them would have been who they are today because they stay consistent. You know? And bro, I'll be honest with you, with that crush, I just kind of just back do my music. I mean, do my I do my CXC and stuff.
Right.
And then I just rally it out. I came out with 7 subjects, thanks, you know, I had 4 twos, 3 threes.
Right.
And then that period came where secondary school was over and I was home. Now that part of it, I never shared the story much,
Right.
but I was given trouble. I was that kind of trouble youth now. People just watch me and every time I tell personal people, they say, you what? You?
Yeah.
I say, bro, it was a problem. And I was a problem. So I was on the streets. You know that period of time in after secondary school, you're home, you ain't doing nothing, you're just idle.
Of course, yeah.
You know, I just on the streets time in the wrong company, sometimes around certain things, elements, weed, different things now. And my mom noticed it now. Big up my mother, that's like my number one supporter always. Mommy Millbeatz, she always represented the Millbeatz. Yeah, mommy Millbeatz watched the whole situation because she had a philosophy where she used to say, it's better let's stay here and she will invite the neighborhood rather than only go out and get trouble. So when she bring people, we used to bring people here. I used to bring my brothers here. Some of them good, some of them was on the streets, right? Find myself in 1 or 2 little trouble cases. And we can go through all of that, but what I'm saying is, after a while, within that whole vibe, mom saw a course, because I used to just play around with virtual DJ here and there. You know, I was a little virtual DJ man. I never, so music, in terms of creating music or like playing and them thing, I can adjust back, but you see, like, always listening to the rhythms of Beanie Man and Vibes Carter.
Well, as you say when you was playing the grand piano, it was more like therapeutic for you now.
That was therapy.
And then when the virtual DJ, therapeutic same way, you just play with music, but it's still doing something to you now. Still doing something. Like, this relaxing me, boy. This how me feeling a certain way.
Remember this fella who I tell you in school there, I tell him my boys, I was in the Form 4s. The Form 4s used to line me. So that is my boy Kevin, big him up, Blow, on the next street. He's the first man ever had a CD burner. His mom ended up buying that, right? And bro,
we came master that.
CD burner in them days.
I
man used to walk to the next by the wall shop right there, buy my little blank CD and go by him, excited to know what rap music I could put on, what dancehall music I could put on, and I used to cherish that, you know. You know, plenty of the youth I feel don't understand.
I miss them days, man. Like when they say, as you say, cherish it, you know.
I said cherish.
It was like gold, you know. And like how music more disposable now, and people just like they don't really care about how, you know. But them days it was like
music. After you take your time and you select out each songs from Soul Seek was you downloading site.
That LimeWire, enough virus.
Going through and you're saying, but which ones is the ones I want on the CD? But you make up your 16 compilation CD. And bro, when you finish with that, you cherish that. I used to play a little song clash with my little neighbor there. I used to have a little stereo speaker on them. I put it by the window right there. Press play.
Because not everybody had thing in it though. There's a certain man has certain thing.
You seen that?
You understand?
I put in my little 112 on it and I put in this one on it. And bro, I never forget. I followed my neighbor. How can I think of a CD, you know? He was going crib junior and said he carry him. Back in them days, I don't know, but this had $1 disco and thing. In my days, this have $1 disco. You take $1 and you enter into the party. Tranquil teach me that you enter the party. Put your CD on this man. Big up to X-Base too, artist team. Marcus, Stefan X Small and them. It's $1 party in Tranquil. They went Tranquil too.
Real men went Tranquil. Bro. Everybody went Tranquil. When they asked by it, like it's only me.
No, Tranquil bring real creators.
No, real people went Tranquil. If you really start to call names, even in the new generation and all, Swanee went Tranquil.
I find out that when me and Swanee started work.
Zebi went Tranquil. Tempa went Tranquil.
Well, Tranquil breed, here we're going on Tranquil.
Jeez.
Tranquil, I realize, breed creatives. They breed entertainers as well too. You know, going to school there wasn't easy. At a point in time, it had a police mobile working on our button.
No, Tranquil, a vicious school.
But
big up Tranquil. My sister went Tranquil. You understand? So even though Tranquil have this stigma over it, like a lot of schools, a lot of greatness come out of Tranquil.
No, but yeah, why I appreciate Tranquil, it teach me life now. It teach me to be grounded too. You know, it teach me how to interact with different forms of society.
That's what I feel too.
It really teach me a different form and mentality to really, you know, be grounded and stay. So within all our whole vibes, long story short,
You start to fall in love with, as I say, you play music for your name and take your CD, so you start to fall in love with music.
But moms was observing that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, remember your parents, moms, they know you. Your mother know you more than anybody else could know you. Sometimes your father know you, sometimes if they're observing you. But she saw the trouble I was giving a point, and then she saw a way out. So I end up, at that point in time, bro, I could share the story because it's reality TV.
Oh, yeah, man, real is real.
I end up with the wrong company, and end up smoking weed, bro. But it was weed from the wrong people. I smoke a black.
Yes.
And I could say that now because I could watch back at myself as a testimony, you know?
Yeah.
I was mingling with the wrong forces and I smoke a black KG. Bro, every time I see what they call a spranger or a piper or whatever, I feel that empathy in my heart because I know what it is to feel that way. And I believe God designed it for a reason like that for me, because it assists me later down in life to understand how these brothers thinking and how they can end up, you know.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, I would consider it to be a miracle to come back from that.
Serious.
But I remember particularly doing that, bro.
So it was that bad.
It was,
because
bro, it took me 2 years to recover.
I'm glad you're talking about this because I have a friend right now. I don't want to call no names or anything like that, but
Yeah.
I even know if you would agree with me talking about this, but I ain't the real is real, you know?
Yeah.
And 'cause it's a real thing, you know? And he going through something right now, you know? He very depressed and he down. But he moving different. 'Cause I know my brethren, and he not moving how he does normally move. And the talk is somebody came out black, right?
Lace, yeah.
But you as a victim to that, you say you take 2 years to recover. Right? So he just be telling me, he's be telling me things like, KJ, I'll catch back myself, don't worry, I'm coming back to the... But it's confused me, because I'm trying to figure out like, what he mean by, you know, because he looking like he normal, but it's like he know he not normal. So it just really take that long to recover from something.
I didn't willingly know it was that. I must put it out there, I didn't willingly know it.
You didn't
because
know?
I used to smoke.
No, you didn't know it was a black, or you didn't know you were...
I didn't know it was a black.
So after you smoke and all, the effects are where you get?
That is what started to make me realize.
We're right.
Because I remember particularly that night I went with certain, you know, we didn't go call names, but certain brothers and thing in the hood and wherever we call it. And, you know, I smoked that and I started to feel like weird now, boy. I started to feel like my throat coming out of my body. I said, what's this, boy? I started to get paranoid. I started to get all kind of ways, you know. And I end up by Trinity more ride than my boxers.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Pick up to my brother, Bird, in St. Vincent now, that TJ. He saw me and pulled me out and said, what going on with you, boy? What causing all of this, boy? What thing? When I tell him what happened, he called whoever was the situation back in them days and real bad them up. He said what they could do and how they could do this, man. I said, youth man, and nothing.
So they get it on purpose?
I don't know, up to this day,
you really know
I really don't know.
But you just know that night,
I know they were dealing with both sides. Right? That's why I got to find out. And bro, I was scared to come to my parents, boy. Remember, they fight hard for where we at. And I hold line for 2 months, eat my life. I go into the doctors, everybody.
When eat your life, like what was the...
So the next day when I do that, boy, I go in and I say, Father Lord, if I cash in, that was it. If that is it for me, they are sorry, I forgive man. You know, because the spiritual side always with them, man. And I say, boy, if that is it for me, there, I wake up the next day, I say, cool. When I wake up, I remember that clear. I say, thank God for the breath of life, but I still wake up. As I jump off my bed cage, it hit me like a bus again.
Serious?
It hit me like a bus. I started feeling the same symptoms.
The same sick kind of feeling?
Symptoms, like you feel your throat running out your mouth. I started to say, what's going on here, boy? You understand? Within all of that now, I say, nah, boy, I gotta shelter this from home because my mom's fighting the spiritual people. I can't, you know? And bro, they carry my doctor, they carry me everywhere. All blood tests coming back good. Everything coming back proper now, boy. And it eating me alive because my mother sick. I holding that. And boy, I come to my mom's, boy, probably like 2-3 months after. I say, boy, I'm gonna tell moms with this.
You had to tell she, you had to eat your past.
It's a real eat, my boy. I say, moms, This is what I do. Thinking I want to get killer.
Nah,
You know what?
never.
Moms embraced me, boy, brother.
Yeah,
boy.
of course.
She said when I was young, I had an experience, but not like that though, but you know, thing do except eating up yourself. And then I must pick up my grandmother. Because my grandmother was on her way out, she was about to pass away now. And I was eating so much, I get into depression, you know. Because you know it is, they go into all healthcare facilities, they go by doctors, and all them saying you're healthy, boy.
You start to feel like it's some spiritual kind of thing.
I start to feel all kind of like spiritual vibes. So I started, so what going on here, boy? I ended up doing so, bro. My grandmother was, you know, she was diabetic and she was kind of, you know, on her way out. It's like, and pick up Granny, boy. I see Granny sit down. She at her last and smiling. And I asked Granny one question. Granny, how you smiling under all this pain, boy? You know what Granny tell me? You see that man right there? And she showed me a picture of Jesus Christ. You know the picture with the arms out now?
Yeah.
She said, you see that man there? I just lift everything up to him. And I just leave it like that.
Right.
He have all my burdens. Brother, I don't know if anybody ever speak to your soul, boy?
Of course.
When Granny tell me that, like, it pierces my soul.
Especially Granny. If Granny tell you something, it's law.
But it pierces my soul, boy. Yeah,
Whenever Granny says law.
I like that one, it's law. Yeah.
I telling you.
It pierces my soul, bro. And that was like my healing, bro.
Yeah.
When she tell me that, she tell me that like about the Tuesday, the Wednesday, the Saturday, she passed away. And I walk around this house, I walk around all over the place, bro. And I tell myself, nah, boy, I had to make it out of this, boy. And I will myself, boy, KG,
so
boy.
you had to literally pull yourself out.
I pull myself out fully. I started to walk around like I going mad.
Because you say 2 years you take, right?
2 years, some
so what was going on
16,
in that period?
In that
you
period,
was just madden up, like you was just functioning different, like.
No, there's the thing with me.
You're depressed, you're hiding from society.
I'm depressed, fully depressed. The doctor started blaming it on depression.
Yeah.
Started say, well, it's depression.
So it's hiding from society. You won't see nobody in line with nobody.
Summertime, everybody outside line and everything. I hiding.
Serious.
I hide. I in a little room there and I hiding.
Yeah.
You understand? After Granny tell me that, I said,
so you do that for nearly 2 years? That kind of you're hiding and.
From 16 to about 18.
Yes, it's
2 years.
Yeah, wow.
But within that 2 years now,
yeah.
One thing I always say, the Father always keep me close to Him. So one thing I realize in this life, you see when God ready to do something, take you by your back and throw you out, He will say, my son, here we're going on.
Yeah, come.
This road is not for you.
Yeah.
And I was always the type of kind of rebellion kind of kid. Everybody swimming left, I had to swim right now. So I always used to tell myself, boy, I had to learn the hard way, boy. That was a lesson for me, boy, brother, boy. God let me know, you see this, there is not the pathway for you. Go this direction. And I went and I started will myself out of that, And from there I started just, but KJ is an experience I can't even explain, my brother, boy. I started will myself so much out that people started to see a difference. I started walk around. I started mentality, boy. This is not me. I started put my mind in that frame that I'm not mad, boy. You know, in that kind of way. And eventually, with prayers too, I started praying and ask the Father take me out of this, come out of it, boy, brother, boy. And I meet real addicts. I'm being honest with you. Other men that tell me that's a miracle story because it's hard to come back from something like that. You understand?
Yeah, well, you know, thing that. And real victims who went through that and they never come out or they're still up to this day and I watching them like I don't understand it but you know to come and you know it's like it's a kind of sad kind of situation.
It is a sad
like
situation.
you say you had to fight for about 2 years that's not normal, you know.
But that was a different kind of fight.
That's not normal. You as you now say you can't even explain how that probably was now.
But the Father now, one thing I realized spiritually now, He just take you through these things now to toughen you and strengthen you for what ahead.
For what coming next, You
understand? Greatness is ahead. That is the destination for everybody, you know.
And it's up to you to retrieve it. You, as you say, you literally know it was you who pulled yourself out of that. You wouldn't say, KG, boy, I just lie down in my room and I wait for time to pass. And after 2 years, boy, I just wake up in the morning and
nah. That was the beginning. I started to learn my spirit.
Right.
So God has taken it to the lowest now for you to depend on Him. Yeah. Because that's what we created to do, and come out now. And when I came out of that, it was a whole new chapter as a beginning because I fought myself out. And within fighting, that's when moms come, I started to do my little DJing thing. So, I can ask
virtual DJ
and virtual DJ and back to the music and I connect and whatever. And moms tell me how they here now because I still was kind of going back in the day and the alignment with my little brothers. But I know I'm not going on smoke. Mom say, here we're going on top of course.
Still have nothing to do to say now.
Yeah.
No purpose really.
She said, have a course in Laventille School of Technology.
Yeah.
I said, Laventille? That is my first thing, Yeah, she a DJ course. I always tell her she's laugh when I say the story. It is be a kind of story where I just kind of see it's like DJ now is DJing. She says, no, I never tell her that, but I just contemplate on that.
Maybe.
Meaning that she says a DJ course, so that sparked my ears.
Right.
Because I used to do my little virtual DJ, and then at a point in time, big up to DTP songs, disturbing the peace.
Well, did you Christian them?
Nah, I was weird.
We say I'm know the thing.
We in Trinidad, me, my boy Jason McLean and Savior and us, we had a little crew called Disturbing the Peace DTP song systems where we used to just hit little house party here and there with the virtual DJ. Right? And mom started to see the passion there and she said, a day she come to me, she said, I have a course in Laventille School of Technology. It's a DJ course. I said, mom's a DJ, but I started getting interested now. But when I hear Laventille, I pull back because I started getting a little way by
she them days?
She started to say, well, don't worry now, it's on the main road. You could just stop out by the Beatum right there, cross, right.
Yeah, stop out by the Beatum, all kind of thing.
Mom's really good at convincing. I give moms that. I say, well, all right, no problem, I will try it. That was the change of my entire life, bro. When I went to Laventille School of Technology, thinking as a DJ course, it was actually a course called Song Engineering and Song Reinforcement.
Right.
I reached in there, that's where you used to see hype. You remember them fellas in the hype?
Yeah, I know the building. I went in that building a few times. I used to wish I went that same course, right? They do have that again, eh?
They do have, so the government had now introduced it, so it was the second course. The first course I already went, it was 3 months long.
Right.
So it was the second course when mom saw it advertising and then I ended up entering.
Yeah, when I found out about it, I think it was ready, but I went in the building to use the studio now.
The studio.
And I was like, wait, boy, this is a real...
inspirational.
Yeah, boy, like, the government had to say, boy, and we never know about this, boy, like, what is that, boy?
You know, I catch that,
Yeah.
When I reach into that course, I sign up everything and I enter the course. When I sit down by KG and I watch the whole scene, first day, first week, they started telling me about soldering wires.
Cord and thing.
Soldering wires and hooking up live song. And but it's a setup, boy. Nothing when you see no console. But as soon as I reach in the
no music play.
I ain't seen not a console. I see mixing board by time. I said, what's this, boy? So I started watching whole vibes now. Big up to Simon, lecturer Simon. He was teaching us about soldering and cables and the science and the frequencies and this frequency. So I said, what's this, boy? So I mean, I done sign up. So the second week now, they introduced with a live song. So they started hook up like mixing boards. So they hook up the mics, started show us microphones thing. I said, alright, this is getting a little interesting. No, mind you, I don't know nothing about this. So I said, alright, cool. It's 3 months they condensed the course into. 2 months was song engineering live. The last month they introduced us to the studio. Studio side of things. Because I used to come in there and I see the studio, but the studio lights off and they used to lock that room now. I see, what's this, boy? Remember, I was a fan of music all the time. I'm a rhythms thing, so I used to see the mic and the recording now I see. Alright, recording. When we get into this, my brother boy, I did that last month. Plenty great splash through that course too. I must big up Quincy Robinson, Studio 53 at the point. He was in that course. John Mark was in that course. Shem was in that course.
I sure.
Boy,
I wish I could have taken
some brothers I always keep a close relationship within that course now. And Quincy was actually doing, don't you know, from Sasha?
From there.
Yeah, he didn't do it in there, but he was actually experienced now.
Oh, right.
Within that whole vibes. And I just do so on the studio side of it now, we're getting ready to leave. About probably, like you say, the last 2 weeks, we had an assignment to do, so the teacher's reason. I don't know if you know what reason.
Yeah, I mean.
So reason
Yeah.
3.0.
Yeah.
The teacher's reason 3.2. And the lecturer tell me, he say, yo, the last week we had to do an assignment to produce a beat. I produce my little instrumental and whatever, that's no way. But that program is a science, so you have to hook up that program for it to work.
Yes.
You can't just, it's not like Logic and thing when you just, as you plug in, you press play.
Right.
You have to hook up all your synthesizers to the mixing board, wire it up to your inserts, all them things, for in order for your thing to press play and you're hearing something. So it was a nice experience learning that technical side, you know. And then upon the final entry with that, the man say, boy, I must see you afternoon now. So what's that one, boy? So I go in the room. He say, this is not your first time you doing that. Big up to Nicholas, daddy engineer, and Shem. I say, yeah, this is my first time.
Shem him on the Platts, eh?
Shem, well, he had Platts eventually.
Yeah, Douglas.
Yeah, Douglas, yeah. And I say, the teacher tell me, you do this already. Your beat song and way different from everybody else. I say, nah, boy, this is my first time. I'm already trying, no? They say, nah. When the last day come, Nicholas tell me, here what's going on. I have something for you. These 3 CDs are yours. Yeah, man. And now, he said, brother, you have a future ahead of you, you didn't understand. You understand? I said, what do you mean I have a future? He said, you're instrumental in song nowhere close to anybody else. I hearing something that if we continue with this program, you'll be something great now. I said, well, alright. I take the CDs, bro. 500 US was for them CDs in them days, eh?
Yes.
500 US. And I did a A+ course probably a little while ago in SBCS, where I built up my little computer with RAM and all them little things and had the computer open up. I went home with that and I went home and I installed them 3 CDs, bro. And my life changed. I came straight off the streets. And every day I'll practicing because they teach you something within that course for you to pick out tunes and every instrumental you hear. I started to practice finding them tunes and I started to do that with all the hip hop beats. I used to do 50 Cent, Biggie, Tupac, Bow Wow. And I started to understand different cultures now, like the rap, the reggae, the dancehall. Even I, Sasha, don't you know, I try to find it back with the reason. And bro, men used to mock me. My own brethren used to come and say, boy, what's going on with you, boy? How we seen you, how the road linemen and thing. And when they come home, I mean, now hear them now. Boy, is a computer nerd. What's this?
Of course.
I used to get mocked, bro.
Yeah, of course.
And I zone out from that because the love was so strong.
You find something like...
Find something, bro.
Yeah, boy.
And within that finding, I stick with it. And from there, my boy Ryan, one next brother who was in the streets, he come and to me and he said, bro, why you link with Chuggy? Rian, that's the next fella went tranquil. He live in 2 streets from me. I said, what do you mean? He doing the same thing like you, but I know what you're doing there, but I seen some kind of beat thing. He doing the same thing with you. Now we grew up sweating and thing together football.
Now the years ago, for the people who watching, men might watch him as I say and feel he talking about in 2014, 2015.
2009 to be exact.
We had to make it clear. I know people watching it and say, you pay them, but no, wait. 2008?
2008 into 2009.
Correct.
You know, I just drawing all this reference here just to say how the name Millbeatz was formed. And I went and checked my boy Rian Labadie, 2 streets down from me. Well, brother, he was a little more advanced than me. He was recording, man. Soca Star days was going on in them time. When I reached down my Rian, it's Umi Makano there.
Man voicing.
It's men voicing. But it's where the voicing is what really thief my whole head. Them fellas voicing in a cupboard, boy. In his bedroom.
And still getting good thing.
And they entering into the competition. And I say, what's this, boy? I know realizing what's going on here. What? I said, well, it's beat making, I think, but I realized, I think you need a full professional studio. When I seen bedroom,
man,
I started to say,
full song.
It's full song going on here, so I started to learn and I sit down with Rian. And then Rian now started ask me what beats I have. So I started play beats, I started make off a reason. But you're good, boy, you could do things. So you used to bring me now to play chords, when men come in a little bedroom. So remember, as I tell you before, I used to just play my little Mariah Carey and things, so I started learning little chords here and there. I used to play chords for into productions, and he was more the engineer side of it, he recording and thing. And them period and them you're in your parents' house.
Yeah.
We making noise. 1 in the morning,
vex.
2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, we end up banging.
Yeah, of course.
My mother calling me, where you is? I said, in the studio, moms, I still by Rian. She, all right, come home in a little bit now, you know? And his father ended up eventually saying, yeah, we're going on. These brothers taking it serious. And build a studio outside of his house. Top of the line studio, you know?
Yeah.
iMac by thing when my PC we using back in them days.
Yeah.
iMac and thing by brother boy. When we go on now and he build our whole vibes then now, I was always the guy to market now. So I was always out there before.
Yeah, I did.
So I used to party. It had Alchemy, it had Zen, it had all kind of thing. You remember Alchemy days? I didn't remember them days, kid. It was real nice now. So I used to go now with we little CDs and whatever we little doing and go to traveling and these brothers and say, hey, yo, there's things we working on, new studio, brand new studio, and try to market the thing now.
Yeah.
And eventually, men used to say, well, let me take a little listen and all them different little vibes. And my mission was really to put Trin City on the map now. See, I was from here, you was 2 streets down. You know? Eventually, as I went to Olatunji a day, I find him in a club. And I said, bro, we have a studio called Studio 12, boy, Trin City, boy, I want you to listen to some beats. Them days we copywriting thing in Titi Post.
Because that was the name before Millbeatz, eh?
Before Millbeatz, yeah. Like, Millbeatz was in my thought.
Yeah,
Studio 12. I must pick up my boy Rian Labedi. And when we do so, I used to copyright my little bits in Titi Post. You start to package your thing and send it back. And I lend them here. Doggy Slaughter must big up too.
Yeah, big up Slaughter all the
brothers
time.
For life.
Yeah.
You know, a visionary. Same Coast Guard brethren I tell you on the next street. He used to be on the next street. Now Kevin used to say, yo, Slaughter here, boy, all the Studio 12, come on, let's play a little instrumental here and there. I say, well, alright, I'll come on. Eventually I went by Slaughter. Then the next street from me. And Slaughter hit him, youth, all they good and I'll check all they day. But next time I went by Blue and them, by Kevin and them there. And he say, where the studio is, I'm going to go down there. Slaughter went down 2 streets down. And the beginning of history start. Studio 12. He do a song called Piece of That.
Yeah.
I want a piece of that. The way you right. He do that and he do one on the Rocket Blast rhythm. Rocket Blast rhythm is my first ever rhythm as a producer. You know, Ufanaz was there, so I linked with Nicholas and I went live until School of Technology again. Ufanaz was doing the same course I was doing. And we cut that tune there and we cut Slaughter tune and from there, bro, I've been on Slaughter carry me all over the place and open up my mind to the industry.
And I always say that Slaughter is the man that when I was coming up and you feel like everybody ignoring you, you feel like nobody really accepting you. Slaughter was the first big dog to say KG come. And Slaughter carried me all over Trinidad same way too. So let's go to show he's so impactful in your life, he's impactful in my life.
He taught me a lot.
And he's a man to get the credit he deserves, dog.
And that's the thing too, you know. A lot of us in KG,
true,
the helpers don't get credit too.
The sacrificial lambs now.
We don't get credit. It's the hypers that get credit too.
Big up Slaughter, boy.
Big up Slaughter's all the way because Slaughter do so and discover us. Now at that time I started, moms, you know, education is everything still. And moms tell me to a School of Accounting and Management. So I went and do a certificate program in business there. After that, I chose marketing. That is something I started to realize, okay, I do need a little studio and whatever. So I started a marketing course there, a marketing degree actually. And while operating, I say, well, we expand that company, some at Studio 12, Slaughter come, then Olatunji. Olatunji come down here. Olatunji can watch this interview and realize, remember this. You know, he did a full song called Fet We Fettin' by us there in Studio 12 there. And things started groom and started blow, and then at a point in time I see Terry Lyons reach. And after Terry Lyons, the word started spread Benjai. Treason's family reach out by Studio 12 and I sit back at there and it hit me like a reality bus. I was like, yo, it's happening, boy.
People started coming.
Yeah, and then eventually, bro, this was like 2-3 months at the Gloria Studio 12. I sit down and I do my little marketing, trying to balance Rian always calling me when it is. And Ola check my day after Boxing Day, I remember he say, Millbeatz, I ain't seen you in studio. Not Millbeatz. It was David, David, I ain't seen you in studio at all. What going on? I say, well, I ain't getting no call. I say, Rian is always telling me, he say, boy, I was there. Then Slaughter come and tell me, I ain't get no call. What going on there? I ain't seen you in studio. Slaughter co-son me all kind of thing at that point. Because Slaughter so believe in the chemistry of what we had. You know, I said, but I ain't get no call. Bro, I will never forget. On New Year's. Same New Year's. January the 1st. I get a message in my inbox. From my brother Rian. Then I know he ready to run this on his own. KJ, I watched that. And when I watched that, it feel like a marriage breakup, boy, brother. Boy.
So he tell you he feel to run this on his own?
He said, bro, right now I think it's the best that, you know, I take this venture on by myself and run it on my own. Facebook message.
Why? What was the reason for that?
Bro, up to this day, I still clueless to figure it out. But here we're going with that, eh? I watch it for about a good hour, 2 hours, and I said, but I don't understand where this come from now. Now, I'm not sure if it came from a place because my father invested in the whole business. I'm not sure up to this day. You know? Up to this day, I must make it clear that we're good, we're close, because we were always friends before music.
Oh, right.
We were sweating together. We're good today, we're good today. But, as I say, when God have a plan for you, bro, destiny is destiny. Yeah. At the point, it was a kind of broken heart, but it had destiny behind it that I didn't know. The next day, I said, that is it for me, I go and start work. Because remember, I get exposed now, top equipment, you know. We are iMac, we are everything. So I said, boy, I started thinking about to go back to A+ computer, boy. Is that mad scene? You know what I'm saying? Go back to the reason, boy, after all this work together. I said, boy, good. I feel like looking for 9 to 5 and like to work. And at night, I sit down with my brother, boy, up to 3 in the morning, and Millbeatz come in my head. The name Millbeatz.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
I never heard that name in my life. That name come into my head. So I went and I asked one of my boys from Tranquil, who was a graphic designer. I said, Gax, Millbeatz, do up a logo for that now. The man said, bro, you see any time? This is after 4, and I work for 5, you know. I said, bro, it don't matter wherever, just give me a logo. Something in my spirit push me now, boy, to do that. And that the logo you come up with, that Millbeatz logo there.
You want to?
That's a special logo to me.
Yeah, that you want me know.
When I see that mic come back and think, bro, I take that logo from scratch. And I put out an article saying, you know, because people was calling me for Studio 12 about 3 days after. I say, you know, I wishing my boy Studio 12, Rian Lab did the best. But Millbeatz is a new venture moving forward. You know, keep it professional. I didn't know the reason, he didn't tell me the reason why, but keep it professional. And brother, that was the start of my whole vibes, so I become Millbeatz, bro. That name come to my head. The next day, Shotmaster J, big him up all the time, Shotmaster J. Shotmaster J called me. He said, Mel, I see an article on Facebook there. So what are you doing now? I said, boy, I'm shot, to be honest with you. I'm going to start back over in my little room and whatever is the case. He was shot telling me, come and check me now. I have something for you to work on. When I reached up the road by KG, you won't believe what the track I had to work on.
What is that?
This is January, yeah? The man press play, GW and Blaze Palant Road mix, you know. When I listen, I know there's the biggest song in the country right now. When I hear Palant, I say there's the biggest song in the country. He said the road makes the struggle, and I Devon Matthews, R.I.P. Devon Matthews, you know, he did the struggling to figure out someone. Remember, that is something I perfect. I used to go by the Studio 12 and put on keys. So I say, well,
I'll go on there. Phone still good?
Yeah,
well, I don't think I go. Take a breather now. Yeah, go through. Now go through. My cameraman little tired, but oh God.
45.
Yeah, get my rest. But
yeah. So what I'm saying is now, it's like, he ended up asking me to play the keys now and see what instruments I come up with. So I come up with the instruments now, bro. And when I played about 13 tracks, Shotmaster J tell me, brother, whatever you do today, that's what we're looking for. He called Devon Matthews on the phone. He said, Devon, I find a youth man, bro, that fix what we fix now. Devon come over to the studio, press play. Devon started jump up and celebrate, bro. When he started celebrate, bro, I started saying, wait, now, them fellas really like it. Vibes, you know? Because remember, for me, it's natural now. I just put on the little keys. Brother, everything happens so fast and so real now, boy. Within that vibes, we call JW and Blaze. They had the #1 show on Red at the point in time on the evening shift. He said, JW, I needed to come in the studio in Santa Rosa now. JW, fly down the road, come down the road. When JW here, he started to jump up too. Remember, there's something new for me. Eh?
Yeah.
I sit down in the studio now and I wonder, wait, this really happening, right?
Yeah.
He called Colonel Roberts, which is the producer of Balance.
Yeah.
He pressed play for Colonel. Colonel said, yo, that's bad. Now this is Thursday. They needed it for Monday, Carnival Monday.
Yeah.
Brother, JW come in the studio. He say, pony mic shot. He say, youth man, what's your name? No, it hit me for 6. No, my representing studio to right through.
Yeah.
He says, I say Millbeatz. Yeah. Shot Master J and Millbeatz, road mix. Balance for the road. Balance for the road. Brother.
And that's it.
When that happened, bro, it's a surreal moment, bro. I was like, wow, this is a scene. And from there, bro, Millbeatz was stamped. Because the next week, Beyonce, B-Mobile bring Beyonce down. And when I see Zen Nightclub Beyonce dancing to that road mix, that was it. Eh?
Before we go further, let me just take a break.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
Oh.
Yeah, man, back again. So we now get the full, humble beginnings of Millbeatz and that kind of vibes. Very inspirational, same me too. But now we here, in Millbeatz. But as a matter of fact, we in here because even after the whole Studio 12 thing, as I say, the Balance Road mix, when the whole Millbeatz brand hit the ground now, it was just work. We just started to see Millbeatz on all kind of projects. And before I come tonight to do this interview, I was trying to remember the songs I produced because I know back in them days it was a lot,
Yeah.
Name some of the hit projects of Millbeatz for the people that,
Well, yeah, man. So, 2010, as we came out of the Balance Road mix, I big up Rose. He had a vital part to play with Millbeatz.
Right.
Because I went back to my bedroom after not having a studio.
Yeah, a bedroom studio, yeah.
So within that bedroom, I used to be on Facebook putting out beats and think Rose link, man, tell me, yo, we're going on Millbeatz. I want to link with you as an artist. My name is Nicole. Rose was looking to sing. Right now, Rose was in the industry already because he was doing videography.
Right.
He was doing swappy video now, play by things, synergy, So I invited him to the studio and he came in. And within he coming in, he said, yo, after listening to some instrumental, I want to manage you. So I said, what do you mean? He said, bro, you have real talent. So Rose came and played a vital role. And he came and managed the entire studio there.
Right.
From Rose coming in now, he brought me back in. I was using Cubase back into my little E+ computer.
Yeah.
Right? And he brought me a project from Chucky called My Bad Thing.
I know that one, yeah.
So My Bad Thing now, what Rose said, the plan is we're going to do music and we do a video for each song you produce. And that will build your awareness. I said, all right, Rose, that song good. So we did My Bad Thing. I built that in Reason, And they end up turning Soca Monarch. So that was one of the big breakthroughs for me, Yeah. I started to build beats for like $100.
Yeah.
And after building beats for 100, I saved up my first USB microphone. Pick up the Request and Fade. Back in the days, I sell my first USB microphone.
Yeah.
And I remember I had the template at the cupboard.
Yeah.
So I put up my little towel rack on.
Yeah.
And I put my cupboard, my microphone, and I put it right on the thing there. And we started voice man, Chucky record there. After Chucky was Bower Mother.
Man said Bower Mother,
Rose came to my day.
Bower Mother,
Big up Dominic Elias, real name.
Slap Chop,
Slap Chop Pieces.
It's Millbeatz boss Bower Mother,
Yeah, boy.
What do you say them know Bower Mother?
Make the girl them bend right over. Make the girl them bend right over.
You know what that's
viral before viral exists viral.
Don't die viral before viral, like me
Yeah. But Kun came to me at the end, he said, bro, I'm watching the slap chop man who going viral, you know, on the YouTube chopping up thing and thing. I wonder if I write a song for him or you go be, I said, well, Kun, use manage, you do what you want to do. He called a meeting with him, he brought him in the studio, he was from West Warrens.
Yeah.
He came, Kun wrote the song, he voiced the song. We came. I built that on a keyboard, bro. This keyboard there.
Yeah.
Because couldn't say, well, I'll introduce my iMac to you know, and he brought one of his machines he was editing with. And I started to work on Logic. That's the first time I worked on Logic. And I created Mother, Maybe Kill Them, Ben Right Over. And brother, again, another surreal moment to me. Remember, it hit me for 6, But remember, I thought my career was about to crash with nothing. And that one went viral, bro. I started to hear that everywhere, even Carnival Monday, everywhere. I was like, wow, this was an experience, bro. And from there, you know, we went on to different ventures. I went to do reggae. I did a lot of reggae. Positive. I did Ja Alone for Positive. I did a few tracks for Ja Defender, Simba, all them different little things. We did a lot of work, you know, and you know, I had a little hiccup again within the whole energy.
Trying to, what, the same thing?
So I was back to my bedroom, right? I went back into our bedroom. I moved all my bedroom, my bed, everything out. I know my mom's and my mom said I was going mad again. I moved my bedroom out and I say, yo, we created a studio. And from there, Kern brought Dale Ryan. I must big up Dale Ryan again. Music was his name. He came into the studio. And we started to do stuff with him, Kizzy Robinson, and from there they brought Macamillion. And when Macamillion came, the whole Millionaire family came within that whole energy of the bedroom days, you know? They didn't have none of this here yet. I was in the Logitech speakers.
I know started Logitech.
Logitech with the little subwoofer.
Everything the man saying, I just see in my journey same way. It's like the exact same journey, though.
Wow.
Yeah. Even the slaughter thing where you say, you know, like everything is like, you see, but
the journey was just being cut and the pathway was being cut, you know, and Macamillion was a big change in my life too. Because I've been real when Maca came into the whole picture. Maca is the first person that taught me marketing on that level. Because I was already doing marketing. I was in my third year in marketing, the degree in marketing. And when Maca brought that to me with CDs and printing and going by Zach Studio Express, and then we go into each radio station and he picking me up in a Civic. That Civic back in the days. And he picking me up.
Spine talk about that.
That was the best days. I've been real. Maca pick you up, all of we pile up in the Civic. About 8 of we in a real Civic.
Big up Macamillion.
And we going all over and we thinking to radio stations. He taught me that now. You know? I started to do my little productions on my own and I used to go to radio stations and hand in my CDs. You know?
But as I say, for the people that don't know the songs that you produce, because your career start to go up, and you start to produce a lot of hit songs in the fraternity now. Name a few of these.
Few of the hit songs.
The things that you work on.
Over the years, we had Mother, Ben Right Over, we had Chucky, My Batting. Then I had Father Moses, which was from the Millionaire family at the point. We did Sample, Touch Your Ankle, Give Me a Little Sample, Double Time. You know, after that, moving on from the Millionaire family and stuff, I met Dale Ryan. We sat down as a whole writers unit and then we did the Project 5 Rhythm, which was Marshall Montano, Life for the Party, Denise Belfon, Wine and Queen. You know, we entered into the soca fraternity with that now. And then we did Benjai Feta, I did Chupeti Indian Girl with Marshall Montano. After Indian Girl, we did Soca Salsa Rhythm with Ola Tunji, which was Girl Bam Bam, Badder than the Taliban, Badder than the Taliban. And Mr. Renzo and Idonia, Ben Your Back. Right? After that was Where I'm From 2016 with Ola Tunji and Marshall. And then we did Criminal Wine, Patricia Roberts, Lyrical. Just in a few and going up the ladder, that's the soca.
Marshall and Drupati.
Drupati, Indian Girl. After that, you don't know already, 2019 was a whole history with the Trinidad movement. Prince Swan.
Dog. I forget it, dog. Dog got Trinidad it's too, you know. I remember that. Yes, that was saying, I know Millbeatz have a barrel of hits. But I was just like, I know if my brain wasn't just connecting.
Yeah.
But I was like, what is the hits? And I just say that and I was like, dog, the dog are Swanee breadwinner and thing, you know.
Breadwinner, yeah. Need a change, I know.
Need a change.
Yeah.
Nah, man, come on, Millbeatz. Yeah,
man.
for sure. Yeah.
So the journey was long, but it is long, but
very inspirational too, I must say. You know, like when you really, really think about it and think about the kind of work that you're putting, coming from where you come from and building the thing the way how you build it. Because I mean, I see it from behind. You know, and when you really observe what you do, it's the same thing that I doing today. You know, but watching all the men do that in a time where, I mean, who you was watching in that time to know that that was the way to go? Because I was watching men like Olin.
Yeah.
You know, so I was watching men like you, I was watching men like First Class, I was watching Spine, I was watching Quasi in Studio 53, men who was building the studio and saying, alright, I'm gonna do my own thing. Who you was watching? You was anyway, it was inspiring you.
I'll be honest.
To be that way.
No, here what happened, I wasn't watching nobody, you know.
Yeah.
But everything started to connect.
It
my
happened.
Grandmother.
Yeah.
No, I grew up in Tunapuna too, by Granny. I used to stay by Sheriff Street, Phelan Street, Granny on the corner there. Granny used to throw parties, you know. Granny was the one that used to feed the community and bring people together. She always bring in. She used to want to go by the city burners down on Tunapuna Road there and buy she CDs. So when I listening now, I used to hear all these songs from soca, especially soca. Bungie Gallon, Faye and Unika Bostic, Iowa George, Naya George, everything. But here what Granny and them used to do here as kids. Granny used to be whining for dollar, you know. I didn't want to make it song so. But I saying Granny used to pour on that little CD there. And Granny and her sisters used to put that on and say, whoever wine the best is $1.
Right.
So we know, I remember not in music, I be just vibes in and we young. When I started do music now, when I reached into the soca fraternity now, it started to connect me back to all them times with Granny. Pass away. I'm a #1 fan too. Now you see my little poster with Newsday and Express and things. I keep that from Granny. Granny passed away. That's another Granny. So that
she
Granny.
She used to frame them thing for it?
Granny used to frame it and put it all over.
Right.
She's a frame me and she's a frame my sister Denise Million and put it all over, you know. #1 fan Granny. And Granny now started to make me study this whole game, the soca vibes and this whole world. You know, she used to carry us to Granny can't miss Kiddies Carnival. We had to sit down in the grandstand. There's no choice. You know? So we used to take in the culture on that end and Granny used to carry us down into Napuna with Juve. We used to have to go down and watch Juve. Now this Granny is not the same Granny I talked about earlier. That Granny was on my father's side.
So there's two Granny here?
This Granny is on my mother's side, you know. Cultural Granny, you know. Elmer Robinson, big up, you know. And within that whole vibes, bro, I started to get inspired again. Started to say, yo, Bungie Gallon, cheese and meet me on the promenade, all them vibes started come up. It started instilling me now. And I started to say, yo, I need to get vibes like this vibes now, boy. And I used to go back into 2002, 2003, 2005. That kind of vibes now, boy. So that was really my inspiration, to be honest. I used to always think of my grandmother passed away in 2013, 14. I'll never forget Zan was here. Soca artist Zan was here when I find out that news, you know. And when she passed, it take me back through that whole memory lane and journey now, boy. It inspired me with Project 5 and all these soca going in there, you know.
What you would say is your biggest song, like with the most impact? All wrong, like the distance the song probably went, financially, anything?
As of this date, I would say 2 songs. Criminal Wine, Patricia Roberts lyrical, me, and Prince Swanee Breadwinner, boy. I must big up Swanee.
That Breadwinner different, huh?
Breadwinner, yeah.
They need a change and all too. Like when you think about it, like what it really do to that generation. The way how them going to look at that Breadwinner, or the way how them going to look at that change. The same way how you watching your treason thing and, you know, back in the days. And so, I mean, for sure. So, let me dive a little more into the younger side of the thing, right? I do an interview with Spine the other day. And he bring up a talk where he say he don't really work with gimmick artists, or you know, like, because he even brought up where he say he not into the slap chop thing.
Yeah.
He literally make that song, you know, like, but you was part of that, right?
Right.
He say he not on that.
Yeah.
You know, working with that kind of artist.
Yeah.
You know, on that.
Right.
If he ain't bad, you have a certain level of talent, he not on that. He don't care who viral, he don't care about that.
Right.
What is your outlook on that type of vibes, you know?
But how I watch it, bro?
Like the type of artists Millbeatz working with. You working with them type, but I mean, you work with them type of artists already.
Yeah.
You know, but what is your view on what he said in
general? But I see it as entertainment.
Right.
So it have a sector and a segment for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I see it as it have the comedy, which always gets you. Each season, in Carnival, or outside the season, they have a comical song that will grab the people.
Yeah.
Now, I never used to view it so before, because between me and you,
Yeah.
I agree with Spine to an extent.
Of course.
I deal with serious
Any lover
music.
of music who passionate about music will understand what he's trying to
He's
say.
a serious man when it comes to
My
music.
argument, well, I won't say argument because we didn't argue.
Yeah.
But my view on it was, I mean, it's entertainment, I want.
Yeah.
And also, as I say, if you open a bar,
Yeah.
you have to sell punching because that's what the people want.
Right.
So if in the business of music,
Yeah.
you should, you know. And then also some people was talking about adapting to the times.
Yeah.
You know, knowing that at some time, because I was saying, and tell me if you agree with this, right?
Yeah.
In today's day and age, it's very hard to bust with a song by just having a song.
Facts.
You had to do some type of content creation, whether it be on the TikTok, whether it be on the Instagram, but you had to be creative in a certain way where you could get people interested in you firstly, and then they might listen to your music.
True.
Even though we mightn't be, as I say, people who are passionate about music,
Yeah.
we might not agree with it too much because we want to create good music,
Yeah.
and we want the people to, but that's not really how it is.
Yeah.
You would agree with that? Like, we should teach our artists more to, you know, like, work on your social media image firstly, and then like focus on the music. That is how you just bring it to your artists.
Well, I was actually in a conversation just yesterday or the day before with a writer, and I spent some time outside in LA and you know, Sony Music Atlantic, all of these things. And basically what I get to conclude is sometimes back in the time, it was like your talent, what you do, and then your personality.
Your talent.
Your talent first, your skill,
Right.
what you do.
If you could sing, if you can't
Right.
sing. Right.
What you do on the whole, you know, and then your personality. Now,
Right.
in this modern world, I have grown to see it for myself. It flip.
Right.
It's your personality first,
Right.
what you do, and then your talent last. So hence you have all these social media things busting. Because the people interested in what you're doing, your personality, your talent coming last. You understand?
What you would say about artists, like, I mean, people just get vexed with me when I call this person an artist. But to me, an artist could be anybody, you know, we are all artists. You know, so once you're creating something as an artist,
Right.
you don't have to like somebody. Not because you will like the person art means that there's an artist. If they wake up in the morning and say, I am an artist, I go and create art, they created art.
Right.
You know, who's you to say who's an artist, right?
Yeah.
But like you say Zoe, right? Like you say the whole viral thing with Zoe and Big P.
Yeah.
People go be like, that is shit. They go forward them kind of thing, but they ain't go forward good music. But at the same time, Zoe is probably a TikTok star, right? So that is why people would, you know. What you think about that though? Like, people forwarding that type of energy. Whereas, you know, people who are good music saying...
Well, remember, I come from the old school, you know,
Yeah,
so
of course.
me personally, as a man, understand it.
Yeah.
But my direction, that is not my direction. My direction is creating legacy and create music now. So we take time in the studio to figure out the proper writing, the proper chords, the proper production, all these different things. And I understand
the both sides of the coin.
Yes, our business people want that.
Yeah.
As I now flip the whole script for you what I want in social media, you understand? The personality selling. But to say if it is, I will support it or not, that kind of controversial. I will support both now, boy.
So, like we said,
I understand both.
The artist under your label and whatnot.
Yeah.
What you does push
Yeah.
as a label CEO?
Longevity. I push
No, do you push? Like, alright, so you just say is personality, this and that, right? But that is what the industry today does pay. What Millbeatz does pay in his
opposite.
Label. Talent first.
Talent first.
So you would take an artist into your label that have 0 followers?
Yeah.
Really?
That actually what I wouldn't say. Not all of the artists that signed to me have 0 followers, but I'm doing that from inception.
But you did that, you signed artists and stuff.
Yeah, I've
who had no type of track. Like in today's world, would you deal with artists today who probably have 5 followers?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm tell you the reason why. Because the label that I created, which is like 3 years ago or 2 years ago, 2 to 3 years, one of the main objectives is artist development. That's one of the main things, because I realized there's something lacking in the industry in Trinidad and Tobago. Artist development, that vocal training by how to speak in interviews and things. And I realized I have done it in the past. You know, indirectly or directly, I've done it in the past with songs. It don't have to be an artist, but with songs. As a producer, sometimes we had left in the backfire to promote our own things. You know? Sometimes we have a rhythm, we had to push everything from the inception when nobody believed in it. You know?
Yeah, everything.
And I have seen we have done that and blew it up into something where artists jump on board and and they started performing because of our works. So I always had an interest in building things from the inception.
Yeah, that is what interested the most.
Yeah, I realized purpose is that now. Yeah. You know, and it's take a little while to
creating the stars then.
Yeah, it's take a while to understand the purpose in this industry. Before doing it for the love, I've been real. All them years, all them hits are called. I just see love and just see passion and knowing I had to start over, and I just want to see myself just branded and making it in a way. Money was nowhere involved. Money was nowhere a part of the process.
It was like a long-term type of
energy. It was long-term and seeing it
legacy.
Yeah,
man. Well, I know you are some artists, and I want to see the artists them. So let me just take a break and we'll come back. Right? Boodoo. Yeah, man, back again. So you don't know, I know you're the artists and that kind of vibe. So introduce the artists and them now.
Yeah, man. Well, introducing Trinidad Mo.
Yeah, man.
Janai Alifa. Big them up all the time, man. So 2 female royalties, young, vibrant, ready to take over the whole vibes.
Well, why you choose these 2? I mean, Millbeatz could choose anybody.
I just always say it's destiny, Yeah. I will say I didn't choose them choose me.
Well, I know you're rocking with Mo sometime now.
Yeah. This is like the 4th year, but I probably consider it like the 2nd year because of the pandemic,
Right.
I met Mo at the beginning of the pandemic. Pick up the current child's manage. Right? Manage came and he was like, yo, I knew him a little while from through the soca industry with Benjai and everything. And I was like, yo, he was like, yo, I have a female artist fit here. No, KGI always hearing. As producers, we always hearing that. We always hear and we have artists every day.
Every single day.
I see well bring them now. Let me hear what's going on. Just let me just hear. And the time more come in, boy, more come with pages or songs in her mind, not even in physically. I started hear more chant. I say, man, who's this boy? He said there's Trinidad. No, well, it wasn't Trinidad, it's more as yet. It was just Moisha. I say, yo, she different, boy. Something I'd never hear before, a unique song and everything,
natural.
Yeah, and my vision again was just to pass on the baton to the younger generation. Working with all these artists for years, seasoned artists, I was like, yo, I need to Millbeatz Music Records, brand new, big up Lexi too. That was the first guy, not under the label, but under management, that introduced me. Blacks, always big up to Blacks too. Blacks spark that in my mind. He say, Millbeatz, you have something that a lot of producers do have. you have a responsibility to take care of the next generation, just like I did. No? Because if you know Black's history, he passed on voice, Olatunji, Desha, through Roy K. Band, you know, and when he passed away is when I really started measure it proper and I say, yo, this is the time I really feel like I could really pass it on, you know. And everything that's happening in Destiny, you know, Trinidad Mo came, Moisha came, you know, and when I hear that flow, it was in the perfect time of Trinidad.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
You know, and then from Mo, met Janaya last year, big up to Jason McLean.
Yeah,
as my neighbor, TJ. I talked to you about just being on the streets earlier. He was one of my brothers on the streets, that's vibes and DTP songs. And he stopped a Sunday and I'm like, yo, I have an artist for you to hear, boy. KG, that's the story of your life.
Every day, man. Every day.
I say, alright. But he don't stop. That's the next problem with him. He just be about his business. He don't really be on them music thing and whatever. So I say, alright. You know, he come the Wednesday again. I say, alright, TJ, no problem. He come the Sunday, I washing my car. He come the Sunday again. I say, brother, bring she in the Wednesday now. Like, here was the scene. Janaya come and she end up singing one or two songs, Feelings, which is what we drop for Carnival going. And when I hear the vocal ability, I say, nah, boy. Because we were in plans of signing only 2 artists. Because I don't believe in signing talent and just have them on a shelf. Or, you know, signing a talent is investment.
Of course.
There's a lot of, you know, you have to invest in your talent. So I believe in each talent that we sign. We gotta make sure that we have the resources to promote them the proper way. And it was only 2 artists. It was iSoul and Trinidad Mo. Pick up iSoul, he can be here tonight, but you know. When I heard Janaya say, boy, we had to make an exception for the rule, boy. Manage what you want to do. He said, yeah, definitely. And that was his history there, you know?
Yeah. So
the 3 of them we rolling with. iSoul, Janaya, Lifa, and Trinidad Mo. Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, they will hear about
we
them.
hear from Mo first now. Big up yourself, Mo.
Hi, good night.
So introduce yourself to the people. You know?
Well, I am Trinidad Mo, also known my full government is Moisha Mejias. You know, I'm an upcoming dancehall artist. I just do everything, everything.
When they say you do everything, anything, what is that?
I just try to do every genre. I could rap, I just do dancehall. When I first started off, I used to sing soca and thing, but as I start back on my new musical journey, I don't really dabble in this soca, but I'm trying to for next year. But I am an artist. I don't really like to put myself in a box. You know, I try to be open to new things, new songs, because I like music on a whole.
But your vibes right now is dancehall.
Yeah, that's my vibes right now. And kind of like the Afrobeat, like Afrobeats, like a fusion between the dancehall and the Afrobeats. Yeah, I feel like that's my strong point.
Now, more of our vibes, you know, I've been seeing more on the scene, being very consistent. And what I must say is, and don't take it the wrong way, Mo, I just feel sorry for you.
Oh, God.
You know why I just feel sorry for you?
Why?
Because you're just putting a lot of work, you've been putting a lot of work, and I find like people
in acknowledging.
they're underrating you. And I don't know why.
Because I'm not singing the usual skin out, boom, boom. But I can do all that too, you know. I can do all that too.
So why don't you do it?
I have been doing it. Actually, I have a new video just dropped called, I have a whole album dropped. But I have a video that has just dropped called Vampire in My Room. That was like me letting out the dragon, you know, showing people a different side, because everybody, with us, what Millbeatz and they tried to do was build my career like in a story form. So it wasn't just like giving people story, it wasn't like giving people everything at once. It was me giving different versions of myself, and I feel like this is the time for people to get that version now. Because I feel like Trinidadians, or not really Trinidadians, people on the whole, when you put out one type of music, they put you in a box and feel like that is all they could do. And when it is we put out my album, that is what we are trying to show, that not because I just do positive music or like the conscious and thing, that is all I could do. I do it everything.
I feel like you're on fire, innit?
Nah, well, when they go and see the vampire, we had us to tame down my image. Mills real hold me back compared to the things that I could do. Yeah, so
what you wanted to do, the rifle thing?
I could do all that. When I first started off, that's what I came with, you know.
I know that. I could feel the energy. I could feel
let's
it.
go on Boom Champions and go and find the boot.
Yeah, well, I should go and find it.
Yeah, I remember that.
She shame real plenty of them artists out there, but after that I say, yo, because it was so sensitive, KG, it had the whole things.
The little
starting up,
affiliation too.
You know, I see like you pull back and try a whole new angle and more like you just do a little positive light, but you know it is good.
You have to get them some fire.
Yeah.
No, was that
But
time?
I think they should go and check out the album, especially that video shoot. I show like a more steamy side that I could do other things too, and a more feminine side, because people always feel like I so rough and I so boyish, but I believe I am a multi-dimensional person. I have many different aspects of my personality. Sometimes I might be soft, sometimes I might be sultry, most times I be rough, but not everybody does get that part, you know.
Yeah, man. So that we hear from Janaya Alifa. Janaya Alifa, right?
Yes. Hi. Hello.
Yeah, man. You know who Janaya does remind me of? A young Nessa Preppy. Yeah, you will know Preppy from a long time, same too, right? So you know how Preppy was when she was young.
Right.
The Preppy today and Preppy back then.
What's your Preppy now?
Yeah, that Preppy was real confident, mouth, hot, will say anything.
Yeah.
She remind me of Preppy a lot.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
like
yeah,
I must say.
As you say, it's for real, no?
Yeah, like her personality, everything, you know, she just real and raw with it now, you know, and she don't afraid. So Janaya Alifa, introduce yourself now.
Well, hi, good night, guys. My name is Janaya Lifa, for all of you who don't know. Yeah. And I do R&B, hip hop, and Afrobeats.
Right.
Yeah.
I watching Janaya for the past, well, I met Janaya for the first time at the African.
Yes, Afro Awards.
That was the first time I see her perform too, and
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, boy, she have her vibes, you know, she confident, you know, the full works now, you know,
Thanks
imaging and all that, everything, you know.
Yeah.
I even post something today saying, I'm looking for a female artist to sign, and everybody tagging. Like, hey,
big up me, I'm feeling
be careful, please. You don't want no trouble, right? She done, she in good hands. You understand? So Janaya, you doing pop music, as you say, pop R&B, that type of
Afrobeats as
vibes,
well, yeah.
right? You know that is a difficult genre to do in
Yes, in
Trinidad.
Trinidad.
How it does work around that, knowing that I live in Trinidad and I'm doing this different type of music?
Well, to be honest, that is my niche, and that's my strong point. Is what I want to give to the world. I feel like these days people taking away the meaning in music. So that's why I said I wanted to stick to R&B or Afrobeats, you know, just to portray a story to make you feel something.
What do you mean by that? Taking away the
They're
meaning?
taking away, you know, you listen to music to feel good. These days you just listen to music to laugh.
And that's entertainment.
Yeah, just to laugh. It don't mean anything. Like 10 years from now, you could play that and that didn't say nothing.
So you find like it had a more timeless music.
Yeah.
And you want to bring that back with the R&B. And I mean, 'cause you had our vibes, you had a soul type of,
Yeah.
you know, like you had our vibes. You write your music?
Yes, I write my own music.
Millbeatz, what was so special about Janaya? Like,
Well, I mean, you know, remember we talked a little earlier about my criteria, what I was looking for, which is before you see social media is personality first, what you do, and then your talent. For me, it was talent first, what you do, and then personality. Janaya remind me fully of Michael Jackson back in the day. The feeling of that music now, you know. Recently, if we upgrade it now, we have Tyler, and you know
what
we
she's
have,
my muffin.
yeah, we have that energy now.
Yeah, boy.
No.
She's singing outside and I listening to her like, this is it. You know,
But in
like
Trinidad, we so
close-minded.
close-minded, but we still have so much talent to give the world.
Of course.
And one of my missions as Millbeatz Music Records is to demonstrate our culture. Because recently she did a song called Walk Away, and Uganda hold on to that, like, you know, like it's their own.
And the kids was dancing.
The kids do a viral video, 100,000 views. You know, the same kids, Fire Stars, big them up all the time because they do it genuinely from the heart. People thinking it's a painting and it's a marketing thing. We wake up one morning and see that, you know, and they were responsible for Tyler and doing these different little dances all over. And when we saw that, we say, yes, they're embracing us now, you know, because we have it here. Remember, it's family, you know, African here, we family. So when Janaya remind me of that energy where we could we could still, as she rightfully said, let's live music and love music and feel emotions in music and heal from music and that kind of vibes now, boy.
You know, it's the thing with female artists, right? Has the sense of majority of the times when they become a female artist, you have to show your skin and you have to kind of degrade yourself.
Yeah.
To kind of, you know, I don't really see that with Moan, I don't really see that with...
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't really push that kind of vibe.
again, we could be talent first.
But all they know that will make it 10 times more difficult.
Of course, I'll be willing to battle because
Right.
I'm sure all the battles I went through. So I don't mind. I don't mind battling, you know.
Yeah.
We will fight it.
Yeah, but let me ask more question.
Yeah.
Pertaining to that, right? You're seeing that these female artists and them, to get the likes, to get the followers, all you really have to do is just
show
get them what I want to see.
Buns out.
That's all it. I tell you,
Vampires out.
come on. Come on.
Give them something quiet.
Obviously, that is something you would think about. You know, or you just fight through that type of vibes, knowing that is the trend, and you try your best not to go down the trend.
Well, I've recently, as I said, I just released something that kind of was out from the normal, but is part of my personality. I always had it in my mind that I always wanted people to see me for the talent I could bring to the table and not for what I look like. What I look like is a plus, you understand? But it mustn't be totally what I have to offer to the world, you understand? But that is part of my personality, so I don't want people to feel like because I sing in conscience, you ain't gonna get steamy because I'm a sexual person. He's a Scorpio, you know that. We hot. You understand? But that is not the base of my personality. I don't want people to see me and feel like, well, she's just an ex-sexy girl. No, that is not it. I have plenty to offer, and I find the best thing about what I just do is my lyrical content. I wanted people to see that I have a brain on my head, and it's not just a body, not just a cute little face and next little hottie again. No, I didn't want it to be that. That is how it is as combat. I just try to be me. I had to be me. I don't want to be nobody else, and I ain't trying to be like everybody else, because then I will be put in a box with everybody else.
Right. Janaya, you know, because I know you young, and your generation, that's what them like. Them don't even like that kind of music that you do in there.
Exactly.
You know, them want to hear the steam, them want to hear the, you don't know. How you that deal with that in your little fan base and your age group and that kind of thing?
Well, to be honest, I'm not saying I don't like the steamy thing too, So I just try to mix it a little thing. But I really and truly just try to bring my personality towards it.
Keep it real.
Yeah, keep it real. You know?
You ain't put it on a front or you put on a character for people, or, you know?
Yeah. I just be me all the time. Even through my music that I write, I will be me. You understand? So it's not, like she said too, it's not about just a sexy finish. You understand? It's about the talent, you know, the storytelling, the feeling, the emotion of the music. You know? When you really listen to the words and you grasp what it is I'm singing about, you'll say, oh, you know, you go feel, me feel it like your song, you understand? Yeah. And yeah, I dropped an EP the other day called Secrets.
Right.
Bad. Right? Bad. Afrobeats, bad. Soca, Afrobeats, blend up R&B, hip hop, everything bad.
Yeah, now the music sounding good, I must say.
Yeah, thanks
The
much.
music sounding good, and all they're pushing on themselves, say me too.
Yeah.
I'm asking you a question. I want to ask you and more this question. What changed in your life and in your mindset when you start to work with Mr. Millbeatz?
Well, honestly, what changed is the consistency. Yes. Now I'm more consistent with my music, more than ever. Like I was writing since the age of 11. Yeah. And well, now that's, you know, I meet with Mills and them is like a, you know, you're not just writing whenever. You could write all the time. Like it's a different kind of motivation, like a, you know.
So I'm asking some Millbeatz. So you Amanda's, how to put it, boy, as in you and always a consistent worker with your artists, like in the studio, like, or they're always recording that kind of vibes.
Yeah, well,
That's
bro,
how it is.
it's so serious
like
right
you're very
now.
hands-on.
It's so serious right now. Real soca artists vex with me.
Because you're working with your artists.
Because I now drop 2 EPs, which is 7 songs by 8 songs by more 16 songs. I must big up Millbeatz and well, you know, Mr. Kyle Garcia, must big him up, and Mario.
Yeah, man, big up Millbeatz all the time.
Yeah,
man.
well, that's, you know, we could call that, you know, a youth to the original KG.
Yeah, that was good. Don't remember that, man.
What I'm saying is, I have a whole team right now. I have the producers, I have the artists. We have some of the writers. Jay Walker, big him up as well too. He wrote songs for iSoul. And we've been grinding since, I've been on this like January, February, 6 months, 7 months, focus on these EPs because it was important for me. I'm a member of the Recording Academy. I wanted to send them into the Grammys. So, you know, it's change we're looking for now. You know, we submitting them. So that took multiple amount of studio time and hours. And I recently, like last week, now switch back into soca mode because they were the priority for the year, you know.
Mo, same with you. How your life and mindset change?
Well, I feel like Millbeatz and they come into my life in an important time, not just in the music. Millbeatz and them have been around for almost 5 years and they have seen me through it all. COVID take me through so much things. I was here with Mills, they like family, and they helped me to take the music more serious. And over recently, I have been, as Janelle say, more consistent in grind mode because I'm one of them people, my life and things I go through just consume me. So when I going through things, I just pull back from my music, you understand? Even though a lot of my music does come from that pain, I'm not a person who could write during the pain. I'm more after the pain kind of creator. So I just pull back. But Mills and them helping me to understand that no matter what you're going through, this is your dream. You have to stay consistent. You have to push through it, you understand? Them believe in me in a time when I didn't believe in myself, and for that I am very grateful because as an artist, when you're pushing, you're writing, you're performing, no money in coming in, nothing happening, you're seeing this one and you're watching this one and you're feeling like them thing ain't really saying nothing and it reaching some way and you sit down questioning yourself, and comparing yourself. Mills and them was always that little driving force, you know, give me that reassurance. More you have it, you know, it mightn't be popping now, do study now, just work towards it. I feel like that is the biggest change that gone in my life. They become family to me. It's not just music. I could have a problem and I could call Mills and I could come in here. It have many times I come in here and cry long tears before I reach in that booth, you understand? And that I am very appreciative for. That is how they changed my life to see. It still have genuine people who don't just watch you as a money bag, you understand? Watch you as an opportunity to just come and make it the next best thing and eat out your food, eat your money, try to come around your far jam. It was never that. It will never be that. And that is how my life changed when they come around.
Yeah, man, for sure. Well, you know, we had to hear some music. We had to hear something. You understand? We had to get the people at taste.
Yeah, man.
You dig? So I don't know what I want to do. I know, you know, when I play something, play it, you know, anything a cappella, it don't really matter to
You
me.
play a beat and you sing?
Yeah, you could run a rhythm or something. Cameraman, are we looking on the phone there? We good?
Yeah,
Camera looking nice. Yeah, let me do something now.
Mills run a little instrumental now.
Let me get it
Do
with
one
that
each.
something.
Yeah, Mills, social things too.
I go run Vampire. And Janai.
Give them a cappella now, let
Go
bad
on
like that, I'm
secrets.
confident in
Well,
that.
yeah.
Give them a cappella.
We doing Vampire? Vampire?
Get them your hardest.
your best.
Get them your hardest thing.
Yeah, give them your
Yeah, what
I feel
going on?
like I
Yeah, what
have a
going
real
on?
hard thing.
She really
The
had
seed-
a thing, you know.
They just take you. What going on there? Oh. As I say, the muddy thing more soft. Right? Because you sing on this positive thing. So get them something hard for me now. Something where you know that had to say more bad.
That's what I could do.
Give them lyrics. Give them lyrics.
So much thing.
I have so much things.
Let's get them something.
I feel like I'll get them the one chance. A
Give them
little
one
positive,
chance.
but a little.
Just for the country right now,
Yeah,
for
just for the
positivity.
country.
Yeah, right. All that time.
Right?
Something to
So this
uplift
one
the
name,
nation.
One Chance. So I listen to the lyrics good. You know, it's about giving people what they want to hear. No, what they don't want to hear, but how they want to hear it. You understand? All right, this one name One Chance. So let's go give me a little bit in between, right? Right. One chance we win, one chance we fail. Light over dark, good shall prevail. Me I tell the story dark, full detail, but somehow the darkness what tip the scale. Everybody turn evil, everybody turn sex. Nobody wa work and everybody want bricks. I forget the father and him just a watch tricks. Nobody wa pray and everybody catch kicks. Me no miss her. All the dark them ready for ya clap it. The dark them say them steady with the matic bullet can't save your soul when the spirit them attack it. All the souls where you take. Tell me how you a go back it. And them ready for debate in my discuss. Every day you open up your eye, it a Christmas. Every Monday morning want a iPhone or this plus. A Muslim but you cannot read Quran, it up this mosque. This a no joke, me say boy this a war. Bullet can shoot spirit, no SLR. King James version of that bestseller. Cause we in Revelations of that me tell her. Tongue pa me knees, them demon, them fairy. Friend kill friend, yo dog, this shit scary. One wrong move and dog you get buried. A spiritual fight. One chance we win, one chance we fail. Light over dark, good shall prevail. Me I tell the story dark, full detail, but somehow the darkness what tip the scale. Me no miss every day I pray. Father protect me and where I stay. When judgment come me will have my day. Me have my God, me no need my K. Dog me no Muslim, dog me no Rasta. Me I no kneel long and pray to no pastor. God are the boss, me say he are the master. The world in a right, we can do everything.
That is it. I have to stop on the radio artist and them by.
Shania
Lifa, give them something to them, man.
Right, so yeah, this one called Secrets. How we doing this thing? You know, them instrumentals bring out the song.
We can give you a beat or we can give you
You couldn't
Yeah, we can get it after. Well, let's just sing first and then we go to it.
Right, yeah, like this. Laying in bed at night thinking about you and how you touch my body. Reminiscing about the kissing, the love, and the way that you touch me. Nobody has to know you're still in love with me, but we keep it on the low. Nobody has to know that we keep it secret while you up in my deep ends. Up in my deep ends, baby. While we lit up in this bed, ain't no reason to pretend. Reason to pretend. Listen, it's nothing new, just me and you. I'm riding you, screaming la 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 la. Just me and you, it's nothing new. I'm riding you, screaming la 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 la. Let we keep it secret while you up in my deep ends. Up in my deep ends, baby. While we laid up in this bed, ain't no reason to pretend. Yeah. Hearing la 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 la
no
la.
auto-tune.
No auto-tune.
You dig?
No.
Vocals.
Yeah, that is it,
Yeah,
boy.
man, yeah,
That
man,
is
yeah,
it, boy. Yeah, some big up the females and them because we know how hard it is. You know, so we had to come in on them. They're still doing the thing and still grinding the vibes. I want to give the young artists and them, especially the females, a little word of advice. You know, let me start with Mo.
Just be yourself. Say your prayers. Make sure and feel the pre from early, especially that, and learn to discern when people is genuine or not. This industry is not a nice place, and people will have you out here jamming for songs and beats. Don't do it. Please don't do it, because you ain't gonna get shit.
So what to do?
Work hard.
If you have no money.
If you have no money, social media is your best friend. It is free. And the world loves social media since after COVID. Market yourself. Your thing might start slow. If it's 1 like today, 3 likes tomorrow, 5 likes the next day. Do your thing and build yourself. Don't make nobody have to jam you out here and talk about you for no songs. You hear what I'm telling you? And do not just try to be like everybody else. If you're sexy, if that is you, be that. If you're sultry, if that is you, be that. If you're rough, be you. Don't study all who come into skin out and all who singing this, that, and the other. You have to be you. Stay true to yourself regardless of what you're doing. You understand?
Real.
Yeah. My advice too for you guys is to pray. Pray. You see, God does show you who real from who fake. Hey, that rhyme, Anna? That rhyme. But anyways, yeah.
No, that
Yeah, you really have to.
That baby Peppy, I'm telling you, man. No, the exact same thing, man. Yeah.
But you really had to pray out here because people not nice. And where you think nobody ain't gonna do you, they will do you. Don't put nothing past anybody. Always make sure and pray and do your best. If it is this is your passion, what you want to do, stick to it, do it. Be true to yourself. And make sure and put God in the center. Because it have no man jack could help you the way God does. God always there. In your lowest times, in your highest times. Just appreciate the man. Just say all the prayers.
Yeah. Or you just keep doing all the thing. Just promise me. Or you keep doing all the thing. Keep pushing the vibes, you know. We need more females. We need more. It's like our actual to give a word of advice on you. Talking about God and all these things.
Yeah.
That is why they try to get out of our artists and our influencers, whatever you want to call it, the people that the youths and them probably looking up to and saying, hey, look, Mo's artist, but I want to be like she, look, you know.
And you see the self-respect too, that does go a real long way.
So like keep pushing that energy, like no matter what. Mr. Millbeatz, what is the future plan, you know? What is the end result and all of this and that kind of vibes?
But the end result is a couple end results, you know. Yeah, one is to put Trinidad on the map. The second one is to show this country that we could do it from scratch. As a label, we could do it as young artists. You know, we could pass the baton on to the next generation and let they inspire a whole next generation. You know, we break the barriers and on everything, you know. But the main goal right now in Millbeatz Music Records Camp is artist development and just trying to show them the right thing from the business, you understand, to the recording, to going out on a stage and perform the right way, dealing with the publishing and the masters and everything. We just trying to just, you know, pass on that information, inspire, educate and teach.
Yeah, man, so it was a blessed one.
Thank you for having us.
More big up yourself, maybe big up yourself.
Blessings all the time, KG Talks.
Thanks much.
But,
Thank you very much.
you know, you all about the music. So before we leave, let me just get a man something and, you know, let me just end it off nice now. Let me get it off nice. Big up the woman.
On my body.
We have to get it. We're getting the woman and them the full play tonight.
Yeah.
We're not playing. We're not
But right now, I take the privilege of
Give you a little beat for this.
inspire.
Give me a beat now, David. Give me a beat now. Let me get it off now to the people, right?
on the spot.
But you know, I'm going to take the mic.
You take your time, cameraman, we good? You good. Phone looking good there still? Yeah. Let me end it off nice.
Only
Look at
this
that
one is
punch
a
in the
collab.
studio, all kind of things. What?
This
Fellas,
one is a
you're
collab
working
on my
hard.
body.
Yeah, this one on Janaya. EP
A
called
collab?
Secrets. This one is a collab called On My Body, Janaya and myself. Well, let me make sure I'm going to check out the EP. She really bad and true, you know.
What's the name of the EP?
Secrets. And go and check out
All
Monopoly
platforms?
on all platforms.
Every single
And go and check out Monopoly, 16 tracks. Oh, yeah, we've been working on this for years.
I still trying to figure out which one is my
Say all
favorite.
that is bad.
Yeah. I really don't know which one is my favorite. I feel like everyone are right in like from a different emotion, you know. So you don't really have no favorite.
Exactly. Imagine I download all.
Me too.
Yeah, you know, all the thing, man, for sure. We're going back there. Rhythms?
Selector mill right now.
Selector mill.
Nice. KG, you just do me the favor and pull up that little volume ball.
Which one?
This one.
I ain't getting myself
What's
enough.
your camera?
Right on my body, you know that I never get enough. Hey. So listen to me now. Everybody wants a somebody to get them freaky on a hot Friday. All I'm saying is I got that shit today, the other day, and every day. I got a someone that gon' rock with me. He keep it steamy even on them bad days, yeah. And even on them cold nights, he put it on my body, right on my body, baby. You know that I never get enough, never get enough. right on my body, baby. You know that up they tough, cocky they tough, right on my body, baby. You know that I never get enough, but never get enough. And bring in Trinidad Smoke.
From me move left hand and me right hand, know what me do. From me put something tight and hold me a snake. From me just what the python drop for your side, cause you know me a titan. Me love the fuck, you know me toxic. Me love the fight, go get the mob stick. You know me real, nothing no plastic. All I hear is part, eh? No, me no stand still, no, me no ornament. One wrongs, two wrongs, it's a tournament. Love touch anytime from my argument. One slump on a table, a parliament. Me love the touch, you know me toxic. Me love the fight, go get the mob stick. You know me real, nothing no plastic. Love the low, the fight, you love the ratchet.
Right on my body, baby. You know that I never get enough, I never get enough. Right on my body, baby. You know that I cocky they tough, cocky they tough. Right on my body, baby. You know that I never get enough, I never get enough. Right on my body, baby. Right on my body. All in fine, it make it hot in here. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. Come on, baby, let me give you some more. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. Come on, baby, let we do it on the floor. Right on my body, baby. You know that I never get enough, I never get enough. Right on my body, baby. You know that I cocky they tough, cocky they tough. Right on my body, baby. You know that I never get enough, I never get enough. Right on my body, baby. Right on my body, baby. When I sit down, rock it slow. Make my wine and go down low. When I bounce and I go down on the tip, yeah. When I wine, boy, I know my body grip, yeah.
Me love the touch, you know me toxic. Me love the fight, go get the mob stick. You know me real, nothing no plastic. Love the low, the fight, you love the ratchet.
That's what we talking about. Bad tune, bad artiste.
And it's all proper and nice way. But before we go, well, let's get all their handles, let them know to find all there, and that is it.
Well, all you could find me on every single thing, right? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, every single thing. I am _ Janiah Lifa. JUNIAH Lifa, like Khalifa.
Yeah, you know what's my name?
Huh?
What's my name?
KG.
No, my real name.
Where's your real name?
Khalif.
I learned something.
I know I learned something. Well, big up you, Khalif. Yeah.
Khalif himself.
Yeah.
No, yeah. But so the man too big to get handles?
No, we deal with the females. We deal with the females before.
Yeah, females.
Before I get into my handles, only don't forget Geneva EP out Secrets. Only go and like up the thing it on all streaming platforms. Right. And don't forget iSoul. Love and Lessons. We cannot forget the other artist because he's not here. iSoul on everything, right?
Yeah, I still have a song and all on the EP.
Faster, bad.
Faster.
Right. So I am Trinidad Smo on everything. Well, I'm not on everything like Janiah. I don't mess with the X and the Twitter. No, I don't do that. But I'm on Snapchat, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram. Trinidad Smo, government name Moesha Mejias. Although don't forget to go and check out the album Monopoly. Moenopoly. Or go and check out the thing.
You dig?
Yeah, man, well, I don't know. Millbeatz Entertainment. We don't talk much, we be any scenes all the time, but I say Millbeatz Entertainment, you can check us out. Millbeatz with a Z, MILLBEATZ Entertainment, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You could find more on Janiah and iSoul on the Millbeatz Music Records page. And if you want to follow me personally, it's D Millbeatz. Right, I'm not accepting too much messages on that, but you know, you don't know. Love in your house, KG.
Yeah,
I appreciate you all the time, bro. All the time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. They keep me on the thing, man, all the time. I don't only thing go. Pick up the whole Millbeatz family. And that is it. Boom.